Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing in this video, we're just going to go over the week 2 of Class Trip. I was kind of thinking to myself, like I live streamed this, but I didn't re-upload the video, and the video that I recorded at the same time as streaming looks trash. So I thought, hey, let's just go back and let's do that again and face off against Iron Patriot, because that is the boss for week 2. Maybe change up the champions that I'm choosing, just those kind of things. Also, I thought this was meant to be the last week of the month. Was Kabam meant to put this in? It's a souvenir store. The souvenir store seems to be open. And like I said, I find it weird because I thought they said this was going to be like the last week of the month. But either way, I think this will just be a separate video that I'm going to do and just like look at the value of different things of purchase. And for a lot of players that are new to the game or kind of in that uncollected or just before getting uncollected bracket, you can really take home some good stuff. So that's really good, but I'll talk about it in another video. I've seen a few people laying out a few bits of criticism about the fact that they haven't got the specific champions required in order to get these certain paths done. I feel for you, I really do, and I hope that with these Spider-Verse shards which you get from objectives, which again are not exactly those easiest things to obtain, the fights where you're using Spider-Verse champions, those are easy, but the ones when you're facing against, a little bit harder in order to get the shards, to then get the champions, or get the luck of the champions. Thankfully, Kabam are putting out arenas, so do bear in mind that whilst they're out, please just have a little bit of time to grind out arena for this opportunity to get them. I know it's sucky, I know that maybe you wouldn't want to do that, but at least give it a try because you will need those characters to open up those rarity gates. For all intents and purposes, I've probably chosen wrong with my champion selection, especially because we got Masochism. It worked for me last time. I don't like Unblockable Finale. It's one of the things I absolutely cannot stand. So I think I'll do what I did last time, which is to get Iron Patriot down to close to 25%, smashing an L2, which I did last time. And then what it did was allow me to ride out the stunt on the enemy and then just pick up the win. So I think I'm just going to use that same strategy. He says in theory that should work. Will it work this time? I do not know. For this fight, I've chosen Domino. I'm going to have to just remember, just keep it maybe on the intercepts and time them accordingly, because most of the time when you face off against Agent Venom, you're not going to win with that parry. You'll parry him, you'll then go up against him, and then you'll ultimately just get chewed up because then he'll, Tenacity will just shrug it off. Now again, in theory, I would go for the cheesing aspect and get lovely Domino with the Inferno Overdrive synergy. I don't know, maybe I'm watching the wrong type of show. But I do like using that, however I feel that I just want to use different characters for this. Especially if one goes, if Domino got completely wiped out through fighting off against Iron Patriot, then what other characters would I have? That would be 2 down if I made further mistakes, which I'm hoping I'm not going to make. We'll see how things turn out. But yeah, Class Trip, so far so good. I'm not really kind of saying that this is an overly enjoyable event. It's just a sort of side quest. Putting a bit of lag, but I don't know if that's just because I'm utilizing the device through not streaming, but it's technically a recording function. A kind of an ongoing problem that I do have, and I don't know if a new device will help out for that. We're just kind of helping out with the inputs. And you know that I haven't been, even though it seems that sometimes I do moan about this, if you have watched videos in the past, you'll see that at certain points when I'm even moving my fingers on this particular phone, I don't move. It's kind of weird, but meh. Just carry on. Keep a smile on your face, carry on. I'm sure I'm not the only one with that particular issue. And yeah, it may be device issue, it may be internet issue, because like I live in the middle of, not the middle of nowhere, but I definitely live in a place that does not have access to super fast broadband. Although my my ISP internet service provider says, oh no, you got the best. Really? Really? Oh, Frosty. Build you past. Hey, did you just, what the? That's odd. I kind of felt that just in that Did you go straight in, out of, and then straight into diamond form? Like there was no breaks in the form. I don't know if that's... maybe I need to kind of analyse that a bit more. Maybe I triggered something. Maybe the taunt triggered something to then put her back in that diamond form. Like, no, I'm not going in a normal form. I'm going back in a diamond form. So, okay, girl. Don't wanna hassle you, you know? Here we are, the final fight, and my kind of plan, hopefully, fingers crossed, is with Unblockable Finale as well as Recovery, Masochism. This is the point where I need to kind of make sure that when we get close to like 25%, that, well, just before it actually, I want to be able to trigger off Masochism, number 1, and then number 2, then hitting my L2 to then put it into a stun, which then should ride it out for the last 25%, so I don't really have to worry. But we'll see if there was an ultimate flop with this. Will I have success or failure? When I did this on Wednesday, it seemed to work fine, so fingers crossed, and let's give it a go, shall we? This is the kind of thing that I wanted to see, is that we triggered off Masochism. Okay, thought that was a clean evade, but whatever. That one was recognised as a clean evade. I don't want to build too past my SP2 because it pushes it in the SP3 territory. Not exactly what I've got planned for this guy. Okay, in a moment, I think I'm close enough. So yes, that's what I wanted to do. There we go, we hit off the stun there, which is the thing that I was looking for. Head into the L1 to kind of like chain it in. And that's what I wanted to achieve. I just want to do that kind of like chaining through, so therefore it kind of pushes past the 25%. It's just kind of a brawler, kind of aggressive stance that I play with that particular champion. So, yeah, that's just... I always say if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. So, meh, it's a thing. And that's week 2 100%ed. Lovely jubbly. Moving on. Good news is I've picked up another objective. The one that is better for use on Clash Trip because you're able to face off against a lot more Spider-Verse champions. On the last one of that one, and then lots of arena ones. The arena's taking forever. Using Spider-Verse champions, I'm going to have to really push that for a stream, I think. Just constantly kind of remember to do them. And I think that some of these will be more applicable. I can do them by the end of the month. I think I've still got a good amount of markers at the moment. Let's just have a quick look on the marker situation. 4,780 markers. So that's another 4 runs at the moment of doing stuff. I've got another further 2 to do on week 1, and then obviously I should have plenty enough to kind of fill out the rest of the month, and then decide whether or not I want to do Master. I think I'm pretty certain that I do want to do Master as well. I'm not sure about Heroic if I want to do that. We'll see what's left over and see the value of spend. But what are you going to do? Are you going to be doing any epics? Are you going to be doing Master? Are you going to be doing Heroic, Master and Epic? What are you going to be doing? Put it in the comment section down below. Thanks very much for watching. Sorry it's a bit of a filler video, but at the moment I'm going to be watching a concert and trying to spend the weekend with M. I will be spending time with you guys with live streaming, so look out for that. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.